Never ever have to want to experience that ever again in my life. It was terrible.
What's the most awkward dating experience you've had?
One time I drank a bunch of tea before meeting someone, and I was just peeing the entire time. I kept sitting down and being like, "Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the washroom." 5 minutes later, I'd say the same thing again. I think I probably peed maybe 6 times within the hour. She probably thought I was doing drugs or something.
I got a snout bubble in the end of our lunch. From all the times that I have something like that, it's like a real bubble. Obviously, it had to be on a date, like a first time date. So I thought, indeed, fuck my life.
She was very obsessed with, height. So she would be like, "What shoe size do you have?" And I'd be like, "I don't know, this." And then she would say, "Oh, but my feet are smaller. How can that be?" And because we're the same height, she would say. And then I was like, "I don't know, guys just have bigger feet, even because of the same height, because of testosterone or something." And she was like, "Whoa." And then she would continue and be like, "Let's compare hands."
Meeting someone on a dating app and them not matching their photo. And not only that, like, it was fine. I was like, okay, this guy, put an old picture, a picture that was probably from like 15 years ago on his dating profile. But not only that, it was just awkward because he wasn't really listening to my suggestions. He was like, "Oh, what do you want to eat?" And I was like, "Oh, how about tacos?" And then we ended up getting pizza, and he really wasn't listening to what I wanted.
I was being cheeky and I was trying to test her and trying to tease her a little bit. So I asked her, "Look, if we were to take an Uber to a cemetery right now and walk through the middle of it, would you chicken out?" She said, "Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that." And at this point, I was shitting myself because, I was terrified. I did not want to do that. I was just trying to be tough. And so I had to follow through though. Like, I've already brought up the idea. I can't just back away now. I'm going to seem as weak. And, I didn't expect this girl to be so brave.
And he wanted a hug. And I didn't really want to give a hug. But, it was, again, the polite thing to do. So I expected to just give him a little, and then go. But he wouldn't let go. So I'm in the subway car. And he's, like, holding me in this really uncomfortable hug. And then he's like, "Did you know that there was a study that showed that if two people stay in a hugging position for 10 seconds, that they develop like a bond to each other?" And I was just like, "Oh my goodness, like, get me out of here." So I didn't stay there for 10 seconds. So I, broke it off and left and said goodbye. And he didn't get the message that was not a good date.
How involved are your parents in your dating life? My parents are